Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope you are well. So I've had a message come through from Spirit. For those of you who've been feeling a bit down and out, they were saying like depressed, well, like borderline suicidal. You could have been having thoughts like, what's the point of me being here if this is how people treat me? You're feeling very belittled, bullied, or abused by other people. And Spirit kept saying like, these people who are doing this, you're allowing them to control your emotional state. You're allowing these people to have control over how you're feeling and keeping yourself dim, keeping yourself small and out of your power. And I've been shown someone kind of hunched over, and you've got all these people and all these different energies on your back, and they're wanting you to almost get angry because this is a higher vibration than what you've been in. Get angry, stand up, and push these people off your back. So we're going to get some collective messages of what else they want to come through today. But they're also saying like these are the kinds of people who wouldn't care if you transition from this world. Why are you allowing them to control your emotional state? Like they would literally turn up at your funeral dressed head to toe in audacity and disrespect and be there crying and laughing with people who actually love you, who actually respect you. They want you to move into that energy of anger because it's of a higher frequency than like apathy or not caring about your own life or what you're doing in life, like having no motivation. They want you to use this anger as fuel to stand up and claim your power back. And that is the biggest like fuck you can give to other people who have abused you in life, is to stand in your power, in your sovereignty. Whoa. So the first poem we've got here is, I feel at home in the dark, she proclaims, as she stares into the sacred flame. It flickers and spits as it calls out her name. I am both chaotic and still, the flame proclaims. I see your soul, I know all names. It's time, my child, to awaken me. Your flame within lies latent, you see. Ignite your fire, let it feed your soul, for the night is coming and you are coming home. Yeah, so a lot of you have literally allowed the fiery, feisty energy that is within you at your core. Even if you're someone who doesn't believe you have any fire about you, or any fire within you, you do. And Spirit want you to tap into this fire that's within you. You've allowed someone to come along and just put your candle out, put your light out, put your flame out. And they want you to connect again with this flame. And they keep saying anger, anger, anger. So maybe some of you are a bit too passive and you keep repressing any anger that's trying to come up. But this anger is coming up for a reason, because you need to use it as fuel. They're not saying use this anger to go and lash out and hit someone that's abused, or don't react in that way. But they want you to use the anger as fuel to get yourself up out of this depressive state, or this low state that you may have been in, having these intrusive thoughts. What else, Spirit? Can we get a few more poems, please? Thank you. Okay, so the next poem here says, you hold the keys to unlock the codes. Self-mastery isn't new, just as the game isn't old. Wings have sprouted from you before, inscripted within your psyche. Things aren't just black and white. The aha moments come as you dig deep. Go on, have a peep. Play the remembrance game. There are inner demons to be tamed and gold to be claimed. Put your key in the lock, tick-tock goes the ancient clock. Awaken your light code so humanity can once again return home. And this is the second poem now, was ended in home, saying you are coming home, you're returning home. So you are coming home to self, even though you may not be feeling that like this way. I feel like a bit pulled here, there and everywhere. So you may have a lot of people who are kind of acting as a succubus, like energy vampires, like feeding off of you and draining you. You could have been feeling very, very tired in the last few days. Some of you could have been having naps or felt like you needed to have a nap. If you felt like you needed to have a nap and you weren't having it, you were fighting it to stay up. Spirit is saying nap. Because there's something about the dreams that you will have when you are napping, when you're in the astral, because your spiritual court can connect to you better in a like a, they're saying, in a more deeper way, where you're actually going to get the message and not dismiss it like you have been in the waking world. When you're asleep and you're in the dream state and you're in the astral, your subconscious as well can talk to you and come through clearer, and you're going to get the message straight away. So there's something about a dream you guys will have once you are napping. So if you feel called to nap, you need to nap. Don't fight it. Don't try and like put it off and feel like you need to stay up. Obviously, if you have children, you have work, obviously you need to be staying awake. But they're saying like once you get home and you can nap, even if it's just like a 10-minute, 15-minute nap, take a nap. And the next poem we've got here says, no filter needed, my beauty is unmatched. Reincarnated royalty, no stress will ever spoil me. Inherited ancestral loyalty. You see the way I glow, a holy supernova. I never need look over my shoulder. An ancient force has my back, my movements always have tact. Graceful in the way I act, soul's growth is my motivation. I have no time for stagnation. Come correct if you're coming at all. I'm one of God's angels who survived the fall. New wings gained once I let go of shame, my old halo dusted off and reclaimed. I now remember my heavenly name, nothing in my life will remain the same. So this is what you're stepping into. You're stepping into no fucks given energy. I am who I am. You either take it or leave it, I'm hearing. You either love me or hate me. And they're like flashing up Marmite branding inside my face. So you either love me or hate me. You're moving into that energy. And these people who've been trying to like put you down, who didn't want to see you win, who didn't want to see you claim your sovereignty and come into freedom and gain your wings, they're going to be completely shocked at how you're going to rise this time. So I feel like you're someone who's that phoenix. So you're always rising from the ashes. You get pushed down, you get up again. You get pushed down, you get up again. But there's something different about this time. They thought you were going to stay down. Maybe even you thought you were going to stay down, which is why you were having those intrusive thoughts about what is the point, like even debating on whether you should be here in this realm. Yes, you should be. It's the reason you exist right now. Your soul was chosen by God and Mother Earth to be here at this time for a reason. And if you are going to pass over, you're going to pass over at God's hand, not your own hand. But these people and yourself are going to be so shocked at who you're going to rise up into this time. Because you are fully coming into not just your power, but you are remembering why you came here. You're remembering that you're a soul having a human experience, but you're remembering the power of your soul and where your soul has traveled before. And then you're going to like think back when you are in your power and look back to who you used to be, where you were like kind of small and hunched over and had all these other people and energies on your back. You're going to be like, what the fuck was I doing? Because you realize who you are. You probably see who you are. You see yourself through your ancestors' eyes, through God's eyes. You see your full divinity. And then you're not going to relate to your past versions of yourself because you're like, what was I doing? Why did I think so little of myself? There's a huge shift and a huge awakening going on for many of you, and you're going to be shocked. You're not going to recognize yourself in the mirror, and this isn't just on the physicality, but also I'm getting as your spiritual body and your energetic body go through a level up, your physical self is going to change as well. So your face could completely change. You probably look more younger, more youthful, more full of life, more full of light, because it's shining from within, without now. And you could do a switch up on your hair and your whole appearance, like your whole wardrobe, some of you, once you've gone through this awakening. Can we get a few cards from this deck, please, Spirit? I'm hearing you're on a roll. You're on a roll. So a lot of you are on a roll. I don't think people around you may not be telling you how well you are doing and how much you are changing and transforming, but your spiritual court want you to know that you are on a roll. And they are proud of you and how far you have come and who you are becoming. You need to have this faith, this faith in yourself, this unwavering faith and belief in who you are and where you are going. We have here, Goddess of Sacred Power. You are being encouraged to take a leading role in your current situation. And straight away I'm drawn to these yellow flowers. So some of you may be seeing yellow flowers and yellow roses everywhere. So also a sign to buy yourself some flowers. Doesn't matter if you're a woman or a man. Spirit is saying to buy yourself some flowers, particularly yellow ones. They represent friendship, yellow flowers. Or maybe there's a friend around you, someone around you who would buy you a gift. It would be a bouquet of yellow flowers. But there is a huge awakening going on with your faith and with your belief and with your connection to Spirit and to God, to the Most High, to divinity itself. And you see here in the middle, like above her nose, there's a flame. So this sacred flame within you that others thought they had put out, had stamped out, is igniting again. And it's igniting in a whole new way. Like even you're going to be shocked. And I feel like in the past you could have been someone who was scared of your own power and scared of your own spiritual gifts. If you have like a psychic nature, you may have been scared of it or taught to be scared of it. But now you're no longer scared, and you're not scared of being in the dark. You're not scared of facing demons that are your own, but you're also not scared of facing other people's demons. So if other people are going to come at you sideways, they're in for a rude awakening, I'm hearing. What else, Spirit? Boy, thank you. I want me to start with this card. Angel of Addiction Healing. This is a time of positive transformation and healing. And I'm drawn to the snakes. And there's two snakes here. And I'm hearing the double helix. So like human DNA. So at a cellular level, your human DNA, your blood is going through a activation and awakening. Some of you could be fasting. Or you may feel like your appetite's gone. Or your diet's changed. Spirit is saying to go with it. If you feel called to fasting, fast, because this will help you as well to clear your mental body, to clear your mind and give you clarity. And I feel like a lot of you may have even had like a fogginess around your eyes. You may feel like if you wear glasses, you could be feeling like, oh, my eyes are getting worse. My eyes are getting worse. You just need to fast. There's something in your diet you need to change, and then you'll be able to see more clearer. You're literally going to realize your eyes are going to be healing through fasting or through changing your diet. For some of you, it's sugar, too much sugar. Others, it's caffeine. But you're going to know what it is for you, for your body, because your body will be telling you what it does and doesn't like entering it. And I was also seeing, I was in a shop earlier, they do like crystals and tarot cards and things like that. But I kept seeing these, they had these snake earrings, they had these snake rings, they had a lot of snake jewelry. So I'm getting from that, some of you guys may be seeing snakes everywhere in jewelry as well, things like that. Maybe you have a ring or a necklace or a bracelet that has a snake on. But the snake spirit animal, the totem animal, is around a lot of you at present, which just speaks of shredding that old skin and getting new skin. So you are in that death and rebirth energy, and you want to be calling in the energy of the snake as well when you're in this energy, when you need to let go of the past versions of yourself, when you need to shred that skin. Ask the snake energy to assist you. And then we have here, goddess of psychic protection. What you believe you create, no one can harm you. Yeah, they want me to repeat that. What you believe you create, no one can harm you. So no one can harm you unless you allow them to. And you can't harm yourself unless you allow yourself to. So there's a need to stop the self-sabotage. And I do feel like you guys already know that. You're already in that energy now. The spirit are just wanting you to not push down any anger that wants to come up. You need to allow the anger to come up and then let it out. So when anger is repressed, that is actually when it becomes a poison, because it's still in your psyche. It's still sitting there. It's still brewing. And that's when it slowly, it's like a slow killer. So they keep saying poison, poison. That's when it poisons you. But when you see the anger, you feel the anger, you allow it to come up to the surface, that's when you can use it for fuel. That's when anger becomes power. That's when anger is divine. And they want you to use this anger in a divine way. Like they said, it is a higher frequency, a higher vibration than being depressed, being angry. And it's a huge sign, like when you've lost a loved one, you lost someone that was very close to you and you're going through the grieving process. Anger is a huge sign that you're actually coming out of the other end now. But sadness is when you're kind of stuck in that grief. It's when it just hits you and you're still in shock. You go into that sadness and that disbelief state. And I feel like a lot of you were in that state. If you're still in it, that sadness and disbelief energy, that feeling, that's what I'm getting. Do you want to move on to another? Yep. Going to move on to this deck. Going to get some messages from past over loved ones. What do the collective need to hear right now, Spirit? Thank you. We have, I feel healthy and happy. So if those of you who are grieving, who are in this state because you are grieving, your ancestors on the other side, your past over loved ones, want you to know that they're free, they are happy. Like, look, this man is standing on top of a mountain. He's got his arms stretching out. I feel like a lot of you may have lost someone, or it doesn't have to be recent. It could have been in the past. May have lost someone who was disabled, or they were in a wheelchair at the end of their life. Like, they couldn't walk properly. They had problems with their legs. And this is what they're doing on the other side. They're going for walks. They're up a mountain and they're free. They're breathing in that crisp, fresh air at the top of a mountain after doing a hike. And they're seeing that beautiful view. And I'm hearing it was worth it. It's always worth it. So there could have been someone when they were alive, if you knew them on this side, who enjoyed going hiking, enjoyed going for walks, liked climbing up really high heights so they get to see the beautiful view of the whole city, town, wherever they were. And you could have gone with them. And I feel like they're wanting you to do that. They want you to go for walks. They want you to walk. It's walking up high points as well. Maybe some of you are gearing up to walk up a high point that a lot of people do, and you have to kind of prepare for it. And we have here, they want you to know that they will be walking with you. We have here, we have been together in dreams. So this is why they're wanting you to nap. When you feel called to sleep, they want you to nap. They want you to sleep as soon as you can, because you guys are having very vivid dreams that are revealing a lot of steps that you need to be taking next on your path. But they're also revealing things that are going on within your psyche and with your subconscious that need to be released right now, because you can't take this way of thinking, these patternings and these beliefs into the new dawn, into your next chapter. Because a lot of you are walking into a new dawn. Look, I'm drawn to all of this yellow, this sunrise or sunset that is shining through the tree here. And this is happening because of the work you've done on your bloodline, on your ancestry, which is why a lot of you are having an awakening at your cellular level. Like they said, your DNA and your blood is literally going through an upgrade, going through a huge transformation. You're becoming, I'm hearing you're becoming more supernatural, but at the same time, you're becoming more human. So you're becoming more supernatural because you're more grounded in who you are, in your physical body, in Mother Earth. You need to want to be here in Mother Earth. You need to want to be alive. You need to want to live in order for more of your spiritual gifts, in order for more of your opportunities and blessings that are always destined for you to come in. To have your destiny, to claim your destiny, to believe in living it in your destiny, they're saying the key is in how grounded you are in your physical body and your desire to actually want to be alive and want to enjoy and live this life. Can I get one more card from this deck, please, Spirit? One more card. Thank you. We have Remember Me by the happy memories we created. Yeah, so your past over loved ones and your ancestral line, they want you to be happy. They want you to be filled. They want you to be satisfied. They don't want you just living and just going with the flow and just getting by. They want you thriving in your sovereignty. There's something about wanting you to be happy, being here, being alive. Because a lot of you have been in that depressed state and even wondering, like, why am I here? Like, I would rather be on the other side. They're saying, no, your time is not done yet. And you're supposed to create all of these beautiful memories with people you love. A lot of you who haven't had children yet, you're supposed to have children. They're supposed to be the gateway for a soul to come through this side. And you're supposed to guide, nurture and love them into being their authentic self. So a lot of you would make wonderful parents. I'm hearing a lot of you would make wonderful parents. And there's a lot of people around you who also know you'd make wonderful parents. And I feel like that's what you were attacked for. Some of you. Maybe it was by your own parents or people in your family who made a lot of mistakes and they know that you're not going to make the same mistakes. And they don't like that, but they're just projecting onto you. But a lot of you are supposed to have children or add to your family if you already do have children. There's some souls that you're supposed to meet, love, guide, nurture, I'm hearing. And there's still people that you haven't connected with yet in this lifetime that you're supposed to connect with. And I think this is what people don't understand. Many people think they can just pass away, transition of their own accord, and it doesn't have an effect. Like they won't be missed, but you will. And there's a whole divine orchestration, and it has to kind of be redone because there was people that you were supposed to meet, supposed to connect with, supposed to love, supposed to be friends with. There were some people that you were supposed to be a trigger for. You were supposed to be a catalyst and kick them up the arse to their realization, aha moment that was going to set them on a better path. And all of that has to be replanned by the divine. When you take yourself out of this real. They're saying you will always be missed. This one says, do the inner work, see the results, simple math. And that literally, that is it. Do the inner work, see the results, simple math. If you are really and truly doing the work on yourself, and it is hard and it takes a lot of discipline, because you'll get to those moments where you feel like, I've done all of this work, why is nothing shifted yet? And that's normally when you're really, really, really close to a breakthrough. It gets the most frustrating. That's when you want to give up, and you shouldn't give up because you're really close. You're literally right there. You can feel it. And that is when you start having those thoughts of like, well, why isn't it here yet? Why isn't it coming yet? It is about to. And on the other side, to your ancestors and to your spiritual core, it has already happened. Which is where that frustration within you comes from, because you're a soul. So to the human self, you're on our time. You go by the clock, but on your soul self, it's similar to the other side. So it's going by past, present, future. So it can already see and already knows that this has happened because you're on that timeline. I get one more from this deck. This one. This one says, pay the bills. Does it feed your soul? Your purpose will do both. Yeah, so your purpose is really going to lift you up, and it's going to bring that passion and that light back in your eyes and in your face. There's something about your guys' face that is changing. You might have even had people come up to you and ask you, like, have you had work done? Like, your face has changed that much, and I just feel like it's the youthfulness and it's the divinity which is shining through. So you're literally looking like a different person. One more? No, the bottom. The bottom says light and dark, the sun and the moon, angelic and demonic, yin and yang, opposite but interconnected. Yeah, so my guides are always saying that every single human being has light and dark. And there's a lot of people on the planet right now who kind of pretend that they're all light and they don't have any darkness. And these are the kinds of people who haven't faced their demons. They actually have a lot of untamed demons within them. But Spirit is saying some of you may have been viewing anger as being demonic or anger as being evil, but it's not. Like they said, you can use it as fuel. Anger is divine. Like if you see somebody, a child being abused, and you go into anger and you stand up for that child, in that moment, that anger was of God. That anger was right. That anger was just. So it's that kind of anger is what they're talking about, and they want you to move into that frequency. They're saying to get angry, to use it as fuel, but also to release it. Because some of you have had repressed anger and it's acting as a poison. It's been slowly eating away at your physical body, causing like a lot of misalignments within your physical body. So you could have had health issues, and this is due to anger that you've just been like pushing down. So they want you to bring it up to the surface now, but you need to awaken it. You need to accept it and bring it up to the surface. But that is all the messages that is coming through. I do hope that resonated with someone out there, and I'll see you in my next video.